The risk. If you're currently in a situation where you think about taking a risk or taking a chance and you're not quite sure if you should really do it or not, I highly advise you to watch this video, because 3 months ago I was exactly at your situation and I was thinking so deep and so long about actually if I should do it or not. And now 3 months later, I think I can do an honest opinion, and I learned a lot over these 3 months about risks and if you should really take them or not. The first thing that I really want you to understand is that risk is actually something perceived. If you're like thinking something is risky, it is actually quite that this risk is perceived. I will give you an example why risk is perceived. So let's say you need to score a penalty to save the life of your parents. And the goalkeeper is the greatest goalkeeper of the world. For you, it would be a much higher chance to take that risk, or it would be a much higher risk to actually score that goal, or actually you would be feel much more like under pressure, and you would feel the situation much more risky than when Cristiano Ronaldo would stand there and score the penalty for you. And that is just because he knows he's going to score it. If you know that the output is going to be clear, then you don't really see the risk. So if you are like, most of the times when it comes to these situations, it's more about self-doubt than it is actually about the situation. Because like I can say in my case, it was just about, can I really do it? Am I really able to achieve what I said I'm going to achieve? That was the questions that I was asking myself. And if I was clear about the outcome, if I knew I would actually achieve it, and I could see through a white glass that I know I will achieve it, I see myself in 6 months and then I have achieved it, then it wouldn't be a risk, because I know what the output is going to be like, what the destination is going to look like, and how it is going to turn out. So it's just the not knowing of the outcome that like gives you the risk. If you're sure you're going to get it, if you're sure that you're going to achieve it, then there is no risk. The only reason why you see the risk is because you're not really sure if you're going to achieve it. You see like it's a 50-50 or something. Most of the times I can tell you, it's also, you should like cut out all the noise from other people, because most of the times it's actually so that these people, or even if these people love you and they really respect you, most of the times it's just they're very emotional about it, and they don't want you to take the risk because they are emotionally involved in the situation. And that's not because they don't like you or they don't love you. That's just because they want the best for you, and for them it did not work taking the risk because they failed, or for them it did not pay out taking the risk. And it also, in my situation, everybody told me like, are you out of your mind? Why are you doing this? And I can tell you, sometimes it's also some type of jealousy, or some type of, it's very emotional, because I think many people know they should have taken more risks in their life. If they actually look back, and most of the times these are the stories that you want to tell your children, the stories where something got risky, where you were not sure, you were not sure of the outcome, where you did not really know how it's going to pay out or how it's going to turn out. And that's exactly what I what I also realized, like, what if everything is going to like not work? You have to ask yourself this question. Like, that would be naive to not ask yourself the question, what is if nothing is going to pay out? Like, most of the times, if you ask yourself this question and you say, okay, it's this, do you die? If the answer is no, like, ask yourself this question very deep, but really think about what is the worst thing that can happen. And most of the times it's actually not that worse, because it's a very emotional thing that you think, oh, if I don't get it, I will die or something. But you won't. Like, in most cases, you won't die. If you will die, then you need to think about it differently. But most of the times, first of all, it's your own perception of what is risk. If you're sure that you're going to get it, if you're self-aware, if you're self-confident and you're going to achieve it, then there is no risk because you're sure of the outcome. And most of the times people, like, you're sure, you're self-confident that you're going to achieve it, and people are not self-confident, and they think of their own situation, and they wouldn't get it because they're not you. They don't really would achieve it. They wouldn't achieve it because they're like not losers, but they're just they're not you. They're not in your situation. They're not your personality. So really take this in mind, that if you're self-confident, if you know you're going to get it, then like cut off what everybody else is going to say, because like at the end it doesn't matter. It's your life. When you sit at your deathbed with 80 and you're going to look back at your life, you're never going to say, oh, I shouldn't have taken this risk, or I shouldn't have took this risk. No, you said, I should have done more, I should have risked more, I should have had more roller coaster in my life. Maybe not everybody, but I think most people would think like that. And that's exactly what I want to tell you. Like, my light is now a bit flickering, but I will still keep going talking, because it's more like, I really want to keep this advice to you, because that would have really helped me 3 months ago when I was at your situation. Most of the times this risk is actually, I can tell you, most times you should take the risk. The only, like, when you even think about taking it, you would like regret it if you would not do it. Most of the times, if you don't take the risk, yeah, everything is going to be fine. If you, like, let's say you don't do it and you don't take the risk, everything is going to be fine. Like, it's not going to come in your way. But you're going to regret it when you're older and you think, oh, what if I did it? Who would I be if I actually tried it? And this what if, for me, that's the worst feeling that I could ever have in my life. What if I actually did it? What if I did not listen to other people and just did what I wanted to do? And I want you to actually realize this. Like, most of the times the risk isn't actually that bad. If you really fuck off, if you're not going to die, like, what should happen? Yeah, if you actually need to be very clear about how much you really want it. If you really want it hard enough, like in my situation, I only can talk from my situation, but for me it was like the only thing that I really wanted. I did not wanted anything harder than that. It was the one thing that I wanted the most out of my life. So for me, actually, anything else was like unimportant. I only asked myself, do I die? Yes, no, okay, I'm going to do it. And I think even if if there was a chance that I did die, I maybe would have ever even thought about it, because I only can say, like, from my perspective, like, what is life if you don't like risk something, if you don't actually pursue your dreams? Like, the dreams are the only thing that actually make your life, your dreams are the only thing that really make your life like funny, or it's the only thing that really gives you a purpose to live. Like, if you don't have dreams to actually follow and you just always just live your life and do whatever everybody else tells you, at the end I don't think you're really going to be satisfied, because you should have pursued your own dreams. And in my case, it was just a question: do I pursue my own dreams and like risk everything for that, or not? And for me, I will take this bet all the time, because I'm 100% self-confident. I know I'm going to achieve it. I know who I'm going to be. I know it's going to turn out well, and I know I'm not going to die. Like, where's the reason that I should not do it? And yeah, even if everything would like go trash and everything would turn out extremely bad, I wouldn't regret it. Like seriously, I wouldn't regret it, because I would look at myself and say, okay, I'm now in this bad situation. I have nothing. I'm on rock bottom, but I did it because I pursued my dream, and I will take the risk again. Like, why not? That's the only. My only purpose on this world is to pursue my dreams, to pursue my deep purpose. And if I can't do that, I don't think life is worth living where you can't really pursue your dreams and hunt them down. I don't think there's like something that really should hold you back, like from the outside, from pursuing your dreams and doing what you really want to do. The only question that you should really ask yourself is, if everything turns out bad and and if you're going to need to start from rock bottom, are you going to regret that you took the risk? Are you going to regret that you took the risk if everything is going to go wrong? And if the answer is no, you should definitely take the risk. Because if you don't take the risk and like everything is just fine and you're just in your comfort zone, and then you're going to regret it, especially at the end of your life. And most of the times, that sounds a bit bad now, but most of the times if everything goes bad and you stand up, it's a great story. Like the greatest stories are always these that where you did not know what the outcome is going to be, like where everything went bad and everything was like completely crushed, like when the world was crumbling. These are the greatest stories to tell, where you didn't really knew if you're going to actually like survive or how you're going to pay the next rent or something like that. These are the craziest stories and the best stories. And with that, I really thank you for watching this video, and I'm going to see you on the next one.